Well, President Obama headed down to Texas this week, but stopped just short of the Mexican border where all the drama is taking place. Instead, he stopped at a barbecue joint while Texas Governor Rick Perry made his rounds touring the border. So, has the president lost interest in his presidency? Here to debate it, Deputy Secretary of the RNC, Raffi Williams, talk show host Richard Fowler. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Raffi, I want to put up on the screen a picture that just sort of captures the spirit of the president's second term. There he is at a photo op yesterday, looking literally moments from passing out. Does this kind of sum it up?
Yeah, I think that when you're looking at this photo, he's saying he's going out there to talk to real Americans, to hear what they have to say because he's caught in this D.C. bubble. But the photo shows he has no interest in actually listening to the American people. He's just escaping D.C. because he realizes he's so powerless and what he says has no weight here. He really has abdicated his presidential responsibilities.
Well, and he's not even trying, is he, Richard? I mean, yesterday he gave an address, a talk about how the Congress needs to approve almost $4 billion for border security, and he attacked Republicans right in the middle of his statement. This is not the posture of a guy who actually wants to see this happen, is it? Why would he attack Republicans as he's ostensibly trying to win their support?
Well, listen, Tucker, I think if you look at this president's history for quite a bit of time, you see that he's committed to immigration reform, and I think that's what the most important thing is. He said in his press conference a couple of days ago, I'm not here for photo ops, I'm here to solve the problem, and in solving the problem, we need to work on comprehensive immigration reform.
Well, comprehensive immigration reform, Raffi, of course, entails border security, which he's ignored. But more to the point, if he really wanted to get a bill through the Congress in a bipartisan fashion, of course he'd have to because the House is run by Republicans, Senate by Democrats, you have to kind of make deals and talk to people and maybe even suck up to some people and go golfing with them and do what every other president in my lifetime has done, and he's done none of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you look at this. So even with the humanitarian crisis we have at the border, he requests nearly $4 billion, and it's basically a blank check. He had those four vague ideas of things he wanted to do, but border security was not first there. It wasn't deploying National Guard. He wasn't taking it seriously. If he was taking his job as president seriously, he would have put National Guards on the border. He would have put more detailed, itemized lists so that he's not blank check, because we've seen before that when you give this president a blank check or you say, here, we trust you to handle this money, he manages it irresponsibly. So Republicans, of course, aren't just going to go along with any plan he puts forward.
I'm not sure, Raffi, if it's a blank check. I think this president's been pretty clear on what he wants to do with the border, and I think in his speech a couple of days ago, he also made it clear that the reason why we're in this situation is that a lot of our immigration staff and a lot of our law enforcement staff are working on implementing or trying to get illegal immigrants that are already in the country, and they're not on the border.
Oh,
and if we have comprehensive immigration reform and a pathway to citizenship, then we have the ability to go and then move those resources back to the border.
Well, here's a really simple question, Richard. All of these immigrants are coming through Mexico, and they're coming by train, most of them. With one phone call, the president could say to the president of Mexico, knock this nonsense off right now. Mexico needs us. The president has not done that. Why? What's the answer? Give me a simple answer for that.
Well, listen, this is not going to be a short-term fix, Tucker. We need a long-term fix to fixing our immigration system. It's broken. It hasn't been fixed since Ronald Reagan, and that is what this president is saying.
Doing this to us. Why doesn't he tell him to stop doing it?
Well, but it's beyond the government of Mexico because a lot of the young children coming in aren't from Mexico at all. They're from Central America via Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sadly, we're out of time. I feel like I was this close to getting an answer. Richard, I appreciate your coming on. You too, Raffi. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Well, she got a modeling